Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. Ever since the president himself, there's a difference between presidency and president in Nigeria. Ever since the president himself came up and he issued statement of restructuring, it has generated a lot of reactions. Senior advocates of Nigerians are talking, cultural socio-cultural organizations are talking, prominent Nigerians are talking, politicians are talking, Nigerians generally are talking, and you're going to take a cross section of what they're saying and what may likely be the future of Nigeria if nothing is being done, and very speedily too. But before we go into the news proper, like it, subscribe to our channel if you have not done so already by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as you update our channel on YouTube. All right, let's go straight into the news. Other statesmen and chairman, Southern and Middle Belt Elders Forum, that's SMBLF, Chief Edwin Kagbodo Clark yesterday slammed President Muhammadu Buhari over his denunciation of restructuring, saying the president cannot dictate to Nigerians. Chief Clark, who spoke on phone, maintained that failure to restructure the country would lead to disaster, which elders of the country are trying to manage with their patriotic demand for restructuring. Also, a cream of senior lawyers and former organizing secretary of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), that's Senator Anyete Okon, picked holes in President Buhari's stance, insisting that Nigeria must be restructured to remain afloat. Senior advocates of Nigeria who spoke, including Dr. Olisa Agbakoba, Chief Mike Ozohum, Olu Daramola Norrison, Quakers, Mohammed Abani, and Mr. Afam Osigwe. Well, a peeved Clark said, without restructuring, there will be no united Nigeria, which has been the position of the Southern and Middle Belt Forum. I was shocked and very embarrassed that Mr. President, who we thought, after listening to him in an interview granted by Arise Television, was mentally alert, saying few days after that, there was no need for restructuring. Nobody can intimidate us. Nobody can dictate to us. He is not running a Nigerian government. He's running a government of people who were not elected, and those talking are not elected. Without restructuring, there will be no united Nigeria. It will lead to secession and break away. Mr. President, he's still talking to that's a Clark now. He said Mr. President should realize that there was Yugoslavia, but it has broken into five to six states. There was Soviet Union. Where is it today? It has broken into several countries. Where is Sudan? Small Sudan has broken into two. Who says that Buhari has powers to keep us together, to preside over us as slaves? He asked. We will never give him that chance. So restructuring is the way to go. Without restructuring, there will no free and fair elections in this country. There will be no free and fair elections in this country. He said without restructuring, there can never be a united Nigeria for everybody in Nigeria. So he should realize that Nigeria will break if he continues in this way. What happened in the Civil War would not happen again. They used Northerners, Middle Belt, and every other person to fight the Indians. This time, nobody will allow himself to be used. I want to say that as an elected president of this country, he should see himself as president of Nigeria, not president of a particular religion. Mr. President's statement is unpatriotic. He is the one who does not believe in Nigeria, not the advocates of restructuring. Clark still continues. He's saying now that he does not believe in restructuring, but he allowed Governor of Kaduna State, Malam Nisa El-Rufai, to head the party's committee on restructuring that went around the country taking evidence from people. And according to Chief John Oyegun, then APC National Chairman, the El-Rufai report was received by them, APC. In fact, at the time, the party was even blaming National Assembly for taking no action on the party's report. So, for Mr. President, through the person he sent to represent him, to say that he does not believe in restructuring, those talking rather about restructuring are not politicians, and that there are people who could not win elections in their homes. He failed to realize that some of us talking about restructuring were elected senators, not nominated senators. Some of us were elected governors, The 17 governors of South who hold this position were elected by their own people as he was elected. They are not under him. They control the land and other things in their state. If Buhari thinks that he can use religion to conquer Nigeria, if that is what they are thinking of, it's too late. It is either the people choose to live together or break away peacefully. It is very unfortunate. Nigerians are not surprised that Buhari cannot keep one Nigeria together. He cannot force people together. Nobody will accept it. And we are going to stop talking about the people who want to secede. Does he own this country alone? He either keeps one Nigeria together by restructuring, or Nigeria is destroyed upon our heads together, Clark added. Apologize to Nigerians, disavow on restructuring, Okon tells Buhari. Senator Okon urged President Muhammadu Buhari to apologize to Nigerians and disavow the statement credited to him that those calling for restructuring of Nigeria are naive and dangerous. Okon, who currently is the president of Akwa Ibom Leaders, expressed disappointment that President Buhari spoke through someone who sounded very ignorant on such a very sensitive national issue. His words: it is worrisome that President Buhari, whose party, the APC, set up a committee headed by Governor of Kaduna State, Anissa El-Rufai, to work on restructuring the nation more than 3 years ago, can now come out to say by proxy that those talking about restructuring are naive and mischievous. The question is, at what point did President Buhari discover that restructuring was evil? The president representatives equally displayed crass ignorance and mediocrity when he said those clamoring for restructuring could not win election. Equating restructuring with separation or breaking up of the country has also shown that Buhari and his handlers have no business in government if they do not know the difference between the two terms. It also shows that the president or his agents do not understand what restructuring is all about. But since he, Shehu, was said to be representing the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria on that occasion, the onus lies on the President to disavow it so that Nigerians will know that he is not taking the whole country on a wild goose chase in the current discordant exercise called Constitution Amendment Review. It is imperative to warn the president and his handlers that the earlier they prepare and work for restructuring, which would make the federating unit of the nation manage their own resources and contribute some percentage to the center only for exclusive projects like security and foreign affairs, the better. This is quite deep. Okay, but it's quite a long one. I'll just take one or two. He said that is the only way Nigeria can be kept together. Else, the bogey of separation, which is their worst nightmare, would visit the nation sooner than ever anticipated. There is no alternative to restructuring. Also, senior advocates of Nigeria, likes of Chief Mike Ozehom, right activists, and the rest, are also against what was credited to the president. I guess that's going to wrap it up. Let's move to that conversation. What's your take on the overview of some of these great